We're going to begin with this. We've heard so much about these images and stories of the war in Israel. They're all over the news cycle. Thousands of people have been killed during the violence in the days since the militant group Hamas attacked on October 9th.
At least 30 U.S. citizens are believed to be among those killed in the latest flare-up of violence in the heart of the Middle East. But parents, do you talk to your children about this tough topic, and if so, how?
News 3 reporter Angela Bohan spoke to a local expert who offered a bit of advice, as well as a local Palestinian-American mother.
It's traumatizing for both sides, and it's horrendous.
Rima Silva Sanet is a Virginia Beach mother who decided to talk about the war with her children. In her case, she says it's almost unavoidable. She's Palestinian American and has family living in the war zone.
I tell him, your aunt is okay. She's in a safe place, but there's horrible things that are happening around her. There's a war going on. I have to be upfront with him, but I also try to guard his innocence, if that makes sense.
I talked with a counselor in Virginia Beach who works with children, and he first advises parents to be proactive. He said at least school-age children are likely to hear about the violence, whether it's in school, from a friend out and about, social media, or on the television.
I often recommend asking your child or young adult in that case too, what they already know and what questions they have.
Counselor Paul Fink says especially depending on the child's age, parents can shape their exposure.
Whether that is, okay, as a parent, I'll tell you about this when you have questions, looking at it as okay, we're going to watch this part of the news together. I know a lot of families that either leave a TV on or a radio on, and having that, that consistent information can be too much.
And parents, perhaps you feel a bit helpless in this situation. Fink suggests finding the helpers and pointing them out to your children, and even talk about ways they can show kindness in their part of the world.
As much as we can try to guard them as parents, they're going to pick something up somewhere.
And to help you decide if you should talk to your child about the war in Israel or how to do this, we have some resources inside this story at WTKR.com. Angela Bohan, News 3.